Hello, Cancers, and welcome to Deku Tarot. I'm going to be doing your monthly tarot reading for March 2019. Alrighty, guys, so we're going to see what's coming in for you this month for my Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We'll see how Pisces season is going to be faring for you. Pisces into Aries season, at least through March, so we'll see how this energy plays off with you guys. And I have some empathic and astrological messages. Please do remember that this reading will not resonate and cannot resonate with every single one of you. Alrighty. So, Messenger planet Mercury is going to be in the last degree of Pisces. It's going to be going retrograde actually March 5th, one day before the Piscean new moon. The new moon conjuncts Neptune and occurs only 8 hours after Uranus transits from Aries into Taurus, where it will stay until 2025. This is just absolutely huge, and I'll be doing videos on the Uranus into Taurus for all the signs, so keep an eye out for that. The new moon will activate all that speculative idealism that Neptune and Jupiter have been generating over the past few months. That and the ongoing trying aspects between Taurian Mars and Capricorn Saturn and Pluto will bring up this push to get moving on things in a more practical way. So we're going to be translating our inspiring visions into real practical realities, okay? The potential for those 2 weeks after the new moon is going to be absolutely huge. Okay, the sun moves into Aries March 20th, and 3 hours later, we have a full moon in Gemini. Mercury retrograde reaches Neptune on the 24th, and with its message of all-encompassing oneness, turns direct. Alright, so we're going to have an end of the month that should be filled with optimism, generosity, and a lot of fortunate associations. Alright, Cancer, so what is your general energy in this month? What is your general energy this month? Wow, I kind of had this feeling, honestly, for you guys. Because I just feel like things at this time kind of feel like a bad joke to you. Everything kind of seems like, wow, I can't believe that it was so good, and then all of a sudden it just feels kind of frustrating right now. You're feeling, I'm getting kind of blocked, frustrated, maybe even like you have nowhere to go right now. I feel like also my empathic messages for you are kind of, that it kind of feels like you are having a hard time voicing what you truly feel to the people around you right now. You're feeling like you can't really tell them how you feel. You can't really talk to anybody. You could feel really isolated, just this imposed isolation type of feeling here. Because there's this real deep need to express yourself and your feelings, but you just cannot find a place or a person or a group that you feel is a good sounding board right now. You might feel that they might come back at you, or for whatever reason you just feel like you just can't talk to anybody about whatever these feelings are at this time. Like you suddenly are voiceless. Alright, so let's get a message from Spirit. The Ten of Swords, though, does indicate that this is the end of it. You know, this is the low point, but from here you can only move up, alright? By the way, this is my Hobbit deck, and I'm going to be using my Stacey DeMarco deck right now to check out messages from Spirit for you guys. Messages from Spirit for my Cancers for March 2019. Getting the Lamp, Remembrance. So to me, this is saying that, yeah, things are really murky right now. Things might feel really weird, but remember that there is a light at the end of this tunnel. Because both of these kind of give this stark, cold, dark feeling, but yes, there is light. It's murky, you can tell, and it might feel a little bit confusing. You might not feel like you have a good grasp on what is happening and what you can see at this time, especially with all this mistiness here, but you can still see that jack-o'-lantern. You can still see the light. The lamp here, where is the meaning of it? This card reminds us that it is a positive thing to remember those who have passed by celebrating their life rather than mourning their death. For those with whom we did not have an easy relationship, or even those we did not like, leave us with valuable lessons. Sometimes we learn more from our nemesis than we do from our friends, and so the darkness can illuminate our strengths and our true values so that we can live them more clearly and fully. So, it could mean that for you guys. What I kind of still get, and that's the book's message for that, but what I'm kind of getting as a message is to remember that there is a light at the end of this tunnel, to remember the good times, remember that they're coming soon, okay? You might kind of feel, again, like this imposed isolation type of feeling at this time, but I just feel it's not forever, okay? Alrighty, let's put this away, and now let's get into your challenges for this month. And I kind of want to use my Bosch Tarot here for your challenges, so I'm going to do that. Ugh, dropping cards all over the place. Alright, Challenges for my Cancers this month. What will challenge them? What will challenge my Cancers March 2019? Three of Wands. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Those who need their messages to come through. What will be challenging them? The Emperor. Aries energy. Yeah, like I've been saying, there's this need to push forward. There's an Aries need to push forward. I feel like you guys wanted things to move forward, and suddenly it kind of feels in Pisces season that you have to, you know, go within and experience all this duality, type of misty nature. And there's all this need for clarity, for moving forward, for pushing forward on things. Again, with the Three of Wands, you want to create, you want to be building, you want to see progress here. And when that doesn't happen, it's like you're getting frustrated. And the Emperor here, again, is that Aries energy of, I need authority over this. I need to understand the decisions. I need clarity. I need to know where I'm going here. I need to know that wherever I'm going isn't going to hurt me. So, again, there's this need to, and there's a need to desire, there's a desire to push forward, there's a desire to know what is forward, and at this time, you just can't know that, is really what I get here, because the Three of Wands in this deck, where is it, is the Smith, the craftsman of everything, which is, yeah, we want to craft, we want to build, we want to do things, we want to make sure that we're pushing forward, but it's just not the time to do so. Okay, let's check out the Emperor here. The Emperor is, you know, he's all about, again, standing in our authority. Authority comes from the man, not from his clothing, but the man must wear these clothes to make his authority recognized, the father. So that is some powerful energy of wanting to create. Again, there's a deep desire here to create, to see things clearly, to take authority over your life right now, and the energy just does not support that, okay? Unfortunately, it does not support that. The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is, you know, the instinctive one. One cannot fly after one's own weaknesses. Again, our instincts are not with us right now. You cannot be flying after your own weaknesses. If we don't know which direction we're going into, we're not seeing things clearly, and we're unable to really grow with this energy at this time, which we can't. It's Pisces season. This is fire energy. This is air energy. It's not going to work right now. All right, so yes, there's all this desire to push forward, to be authoritative, to do that, but it's not going to work out this season. I would say surrender yourselves to this energy, and find a better way to deal with it. But let's see what we get here, okay? Try not to push forward in that Aries energy. Try to understand what those Piscean depths are trying to teach you and have you learn before you hit Aries season, where things do move forward. Oh my God, why can I not hold on to these decks today? Ugh, they just keep falling. I'm losing half my cards like every 5 minutes. Let's see now. I'm going to go back to my Hobbit deck for you guys. Or actually, I'm going to use my Hobbit deck. All right, Cancer. Cancer. God, I hate when the cats come up here. I turn around and then they come up here. It's like they know that this is the only area that I don't want all of their fur all over. All right, so let's see. Cancers, for what is coming in for them, what will be happening March 2019. Oh my God, the Ten of Swords, and I shuffled this up quite a bit here. Interesting, but again, not surprising, is it? There we go. So I want to make sure it was focused on there. It's coming in for my Cancers. Excellent. Seven of Wands. King of Cups. Nine of Swords. This is weird, but also the Ace of Swords came out, and I'm not going to ignore that either. Let's put these all out here. All right, so get a couple clarifiers. Clarify the Ten of Swords and the Seven of Wands here. Knight of Wands. King of Coins. Clarify the King of Cups, the Nine of Swords. I want to see the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Swords here. Clarify the Nine of Swords and Ace of Swords. What's bringing up this energies or situations for my Cancers in March 2019? God, the Tower and the Eight of Swords reversed both came out, so I'm not going to ignore that. All right here. So, to me, there are some big lessons that are going to be learned this month here. It does seem pretty large. I think... The Ten of Swords and the Knight of Wands here. The Ten of Swords, again, is this feeling of we've been through the hardest, we've been through the ringer, we've been through it all, and now we can only move forward. The Knight of Wands with the Seven of Wands is saying to keep on fighting, to follow our passions, to follow things that mean something to us. Again, there's that fire energy. You guys might have a fire sign or an Aries that is very significant in your life at this time. They might be helping you with things. They might actually be, you know, saying, hey, keep on fighting, Cancer, don't stop fighting. And if that's not a person in your life, then it's an energy that you guys need to adopt in order to get forward, to move forward here. Again, because this is your general and career reading here, general life, career, life, whatever, I'm getting more of a money feeling here. I have a feeling that maybe we felt kind of down and out in terms of career. Maybe we experienced a dip and we don't really know where we are right now. This is saying to keep fighting for whatever it is that we are passionate about. Because the King of Coins in the Tower here with the King of Cups, this to me is... and this has been showing up a lot because Uranus and Taurus is huge energy. It's affecting all of us. I mean, especially if you're a Taurus or if you're an Aries that's near that Taurus cusp, you guys have been feeling it. And you like they're gonna feel it the most for sure, as well as all the fixed signs, especially Scorpio, because it is the sister sign of Taurus. But you guys feel it. I mean, it's gonna affect all the signs, and it's affecting you guys. But I think whatever, because to me the Tower and the King of Coins lately have been Taurus and Uranus coming in to absolutely shake things up, because Uranus is known to totally go in and just, you know, take everything at a base level, throw it up in the air and say, what do you want now? Like, where are you now? Figure it out. Make a new, you know, build yourself a new life now from whatever just happened. And for a lot of you guys, emotionally, that just seems like, holy shit, I don't want to deal with this. Like, oh my god, this is my nightmare. I don't want to be dealing with this. This is horrible. I'm feeling like just so upset, so hurt. Like there's just a lot of negative energy there. There's so much negative energy about, you know, how we're feeling. A lot of exhaustion, sadness, frustration. The Nine of Swords is, you know, an ending card. Yes, tens are culminations, but nines are endings. That's what wraps it up. That's what puts it in its place there. We have the 9 and we have a 10. So this month to me again is harkening back to remember what our passions are. Remember, you know, continue to push through life like the Knight of Wands, like learning, excited, with a lot of great energy. Focus on what you want for the long term, but don't be surprised that all of this stuff is coming up in the air right now, that things are about to change drastically. Eight of Swords reversed, though, is saying that whatever is coming in here, yes, it might feel like a Nine of Swords moment, but in reality, it's Eight of Swords, and it's giving you clarity and a path forward. It's giving you a triumphant path forward here. You know, the Ace of Swords is great energy. It's, you know, showing triumph and victory. Whatever the feelings are, you know, you're triumphing over it. You're understanding something very clearly for what it is at that time. And the Eight of Swords reverse is, you know, opening you up to that, realizing that you can take your power back, that there is nothing that stands in your way from whatever you're afraid to move forward on. And I think for a lot of you guys, it could be career, could be moving. Maybe we had to have something really fall apart here, or really again, I do feel like there is something that is falling apart possibly here for a lot of you guys. I don't want to scare you. It could be a relationship. It could be a work situation. But something falls through in a big way and it really hurts you and upsets you with the Nine of Swords. It feels like a nightmare. I will be honest with you guys. It does feel like a nightmare. And you're going to feel like I can't even talk to anybody about this stuff because nobody is here to listen to me right now. Nobody understands this. You might say like, oh, they're not going to like feel bad for me because Cancer's been doing so well lately, or, you know, I've been doing pretty good lately, so why would anybody feel bad for me? People are just going to tell me to get over it. But to you, this is something bigger. However, what is happening here is opening you up for a new triumphant path forward, whether we take it or not. You know, the energy is there. The energy of having something revealed to us, oh my god, understanding our own power, it's all here this month, okay? So I hope that was helpful. And right at the center of your reading is the King of Cups, emotional stability. The Piscean nature of it being a water sign will still bolster your emotions this month and allow you to, you know, have a better approach to all this crazy energy that's being thrown up in the air, okay? I'm going to use the Aquarian Tarot here for your love reading. Okay, for your love reading for my Cancers. Love reading for my Cancers. For March 2019, love and relationships. Four of Swords reverse just popped out. Love and relationships for all my Cancers. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Eight of Cups. Oh my God, guys, what is going on with you this month? Your energy is not where I wanted it to be. But it does feel so, like, you guys just feel really isolated. Again, there's just this isolated feeling here. Love and relationships. The Lovers, though, that's positive. I'm going to leave that one there. Let's pull a couple clarifiers for Four of Swords reversed to the Eight of Cups. I feel like a lot of us here have been impatient to move forward in relationships. We've been impatient to move on, but there's a need to rest and understand what this need is here. Yeah, High Priestess is saying, look at it. You know, try to understand this feeling here, because there's a feeling within, even if we're not in a relationship, there's a feeling of moving forward. There's a feeling of wanting to push forward on something, but we're sad, we're isolated. We're feeling a lack of connection, feeling a lack of energy, of drive in our relationships. Eight of Cups and the Five of Cups. Clarify the messages that are bringing up the Eight of Cups and the Five of Cups for my Cancers. We get the Page of Rods. Came out reversed, though, I will be honest. I'm going to ignore that. I don't know why I put it up upright. Five of Cups, the Lovers. The Empress. Alright. So the Four of Swords reverse and the High Priestess here. I do feel maybe we've just needed some time alone to think, to work through this energy. And that sounds crazy because you guys feel isolated enough as it is, but there's a need to take a step back here to understand a relationship from a different perspective, or a connection from a different perspective. Some of us, I'm getting, have the feeling, honestly, have outgrown somebody. Somebody is not as mature as we've made them out to be. They're not ready for what we are. Maybe we've outgrown them, or, you know, the relationship itself has just outgrown itself. And there's a need to move on. However, I think for some of us here, we've been through some things in relationships lately. There's maybe a lack of passion, and we need to talk about it. Because there are still two cups there. You guys can heal this. For those of you who have a relationship that is worth healing, and that, you know, you think that you don't need to move on from, that's great. Because I do think for some of you that there is some healing, that there's work that can be done. There's open-hearted love, but we have to talk about it. We have to present this issue and say, hey, I want to come back together the way we used to be. I feel like we don't have any passion. I feel like we're not communicating the way we used to. There's just like this lack of true, you know, love and passion and excitement between us, and we need to talk about it. We need to nurture it. The Empress is nurturing, loving, caring, very sensual individual. It's also, again, a Taurus card for me, so this is just very much, you know, that Taurus and Uranus energy will probably shake things up for a lot of people in terms of their love lives, because, you know, Taurus is ruled by Venus. That's its planet. Libra is too, but I mean, what do we associate Venus with mostly? Taurus. So there's this Venusian feminine nature that you can bring back into your love and bring back into the relationship if you're willing to do so. For some of us, I do think that it might be time to move on, and that, you know, this is indicating that there is more love out there for you, maybe even in Gemini, like Gemini or Gemini season here, or even a Taurus. There is somebody that is meant for you out there, and it's time to realize that one of those cups is that, and to stop harping on maybe somebody who, even if you're not in a relationship with them, and I'm getting for some of you, this is your relationship, and you're in a committed thing, and it's just outgrown. It's like you've outgrown it, and you guys have learned what you needed to from each other, and now it's time to part ways. But for some of us here, I'm also getting that it's time to, like, if you're single, you might have been caught up on somebody that you're now realizing, hey, I don't know why I was so caught up on this person. I'm sad that they didn't like me and that I can't communicate with them. But you know what? They're this energy. This Page of Rods reversed. They're not committed. They're a mess. They're a child. So be aware of that, okay? This person is a child. And there's somebody much better out there for you. All right. Cancers. Again, check out your yearlies. Your yearly for 2019 to 2020. Check out your Taurus and Uranus videos when those go up. And also check out your weeklies throughout the month. I'm going to try to get back to my weeklies. It's been so busy. I'm having family visit. It's been crazy. So I'm trying to keep up with everything, get back to the weeklies, because I love doing my weeklies. Those are my favorite ones to do. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for, what am I doing? I almost totally forgot to pull you guys an oracle card here. Romance Angel Oracle card for love. We'll see if one or two come out. Love for my Cancers this month. Keep an open mind. I love this message, honestly. This has been coming out a lot lately. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. You know, try to stay open to the possibility of your soulmate appearing in a form that may differ from what you expect. This is especially true if you tend to date a certain type of individual. You drew this card to help you discover your soulmate, okay? So this card may signal that you've already been introduced to this person but have overlooked his or her romantic potential. Take the time to get to know the various individuals you meet, even if there is an initial attraction. At the very least, you will learn more about yourself and may make a new friend. Okay, so keep an open mind about your relationships. Keep an open mind about your partner and about where this can all go, okay? So Pisces season, keep an open mind. Great message, Pisces season. But you know what? I think you guys are going to be okay, all right? So don't worry. By the end of this month, things will be turned around. We'll be talking, and it'll feel a lot better. All right, Cancers. And again, if you want to book a private reading, all that information is right below this video in the description box. Thank you guys so much. Please do be sure to share and subscribe. Thank you.